Hi, everyone, and welcome back. This is Rob Thomas, your everything Microsoft Enterprise Cloud Architect. And today we're going to cover Microsoft Azure services, how to stop them. And I know this previous video, I was showing you free services and like walking you through a lot of different things. But I do want to show you actually how to stop your services. This is a really good practice to do. Like, hey, I'm playing around, I'm learning, I'm getting up to speed. I want to keep my cost to $0 or under $5. Good habit. At night, you probably want to stop your services. In the morning, when you get up and you're playing around in the instant, you want to restart the services. All right. So without further ado, let's give a shout out to our sponsor, and that is the Enterprise Software Solution, the Software Dudes. These guys are great. Highly recommend them as you have questions and you need them answered. Definitely reach out to Enterprise Software Solutions. These guys are great when it comes to Azure, Copilot, Microsoft Intune, Microsoft Dynamics, Microsoft Windows Server, SharePoint, and some Cisco and Office products. So definitely highly recommend reaching out to them. You can see their clients. I am a big client of them, so I highly recommend and I refer these guys to you for all your Microsoft needs. All right, let's jump into this. Okay, so let's stop some services. I really want to show you how to do this. I want to spend max 4 minutes really quick walking you through this. And giving you some value. All right. So if we go back here, again, to come to portal.azure.com, you'll get to your screen. I can easily just click in here and go to my virtual machine because I need to stop my virtual machine. I probably want to stop my database that I spun up. And also a little thing is interesting is that this NAT gateway right here, like that I spun up 2 days ago, it's not free. So as long as this NAT gateway is up and it's receiving pings, it's just generating. It's like $1 a day or 70 cents a day. And this is a little tricky because you can't just deactivate it. You got to delete it. And then you can come back and spin it up later. So there's a little bit of frustration and drawbacks, right? So as you already know, let's first go to virtual machines. And you can see virtual machines right here. So I'm just going to use this as an example of a simple, and I'm running off cuff today, right? I'm just thinking about you're home, you're like, oh my God, I got to go to bed. And before I go to bed, I want to remember to look at my virtual machine. It's running, right? And remember what we said here. Just kind of go over this. If a virtual machine is allocated, like I'm spinning it up, I'm not going to get billed. But if it's running, I am going to get billed, right? If I'm starting it up, I hit create, it's getting, you're going to get billed. If it's running, I'm going to get billed. If I stop the service, I'm going to get billed. But if I stop it and it's unallocated, right? Stopped, allocated, right? I'm billed. If I stop and it's deallocated, well, when I say unallocated, it's deallocated, I'm not billed. So I'm just keeping this up, going over this a couple of times so we just get it. Like, oh, okay, this is what's going on. So I go to the virtual machine, I click on the virtual machine, it's going to come up. Right. And voila, look how beautiful that is. The stop button is right there. And I'm trying to see if I can. All right, perfect. I wanted to show this on the whole screen. So now I'm in, I could see what's going on my virtual machine. I can see my activity logs. And I just spun this up. I wasn't doing anything with this, just all testing purposes. Start the service succeeded 6 minutes ago, right? So it's showing. So I can come back here. I can even leave and just be in different blades, right? Well, in my activity logs, I could still be in this activity log blade, and I'm able to see other things. It'll show me like what's going on, and I could dig into like when it started and accepted, and I can get the details. But I can come back to my overview blades where I want to be. So where I wanted to, I could do connection. We'll cover that in a different video, but I could restart the service. I could stop the service. I could capture, right? And then I want to refresh. So what we want to do is we want to stop. We want to click the stop button. So let's go ahead and click it. The allocation operation usually completes within 1 to 2 minutes, but may take up to 90 minutes in some cases. You can leave the page and track the progress via notifications, right? So that's something for you to know. I'm glad this is up for you to know that, because imagine I had a virtual machine, a lot going on, and this virtual machine is pretty heavy. And I'm just doing a lot on this virtual machine. this is where it could take up to like 90 minutes, right? But I don't have anything on, so it shouldn't take that long. So let's hit yes. And right now it's stopping the virtual machine, right? Because I want to go to bed. I want this virtual machine to stop. I don't want to consume my resources, and I want this to go to, again, right here, to stopped, unallocated. So, sorry, deallocated, stopped, and then the state is deallocated, right? And once it's deallocated, then I know at that time my virtual, I'm not being charged, I'm not being billed. So this isn't a usual, this is a common state. Like, this is not something that you're going to do usually, but this is something that you would do if you're just playing around and it's and you do things. So you can see the notifications over here. You could see, successfully stopped the machine, and you could see, voila, stopped, deallocated. All right, that is awesome. We did that. All right, now let's go back to home. Let's see if I could see. I'm just gonna see. Again, spitballing today. I don't want to stop my SQL Server database, but I do have it spun up. And yeah, I don't want to stop this because I'm doing some cool stuff with it. Let me take a look at this one. Right. Yeah. So I'm good. And the only other thing for me is the NAT gateway, and yeah, I should stop in that. I should. I've done this in a long time. Usually, honestly, when you're using these services, the NAT gateway would just never be like. It's not something that you're gonna try to stop. And you can see here, there's no stopping. You can't stop the NAT gateway. You can see here, right? Activity log, you can see what type of activity, no transactional activity. So I'm getting charged for just its existing. So every time this outbound IP address gets hit and its consumption's happening, my NAT gateway is doing some things. All right, so let's go ahead and just delete the NAT gateway. So I'm just going here. You must first deallocate it from the subnet. Oh yeah, so. I'm going to go to my subnet and deallocate it. Deassociate. I'm going to do that. In a previous video, we quickly set this up and got it going. Right, and I'm forgetting a step. And then let me delete. And I'm only doing this. Again, this is not something you typically do unless you're like spinning it up. You could deallocate it and so forth. There's options. But what I want to do is I actually want to delete it. And I can just come back in here and add it back and so forth. Usually when I'm doing, again, like I'm on a 30-day trial. If I'm on a 30-day trial, I'm going to like walk you through. I would leave it and just consume that in a 30-day and really wouldn't matter. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. I showed you today how to deallocate services. How to deallocate to stop that billing. Want to give you some value there and get you just kind of spend that time in here in this cost management, just monitoring like what's going on, what's being spent, set your budget, set notifications so you get updates and know what's going on. So you don't get any surprise charges. All right. Hope this was helpful. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. We were just spitballing today on the channel today, just kind of giving you some useful techniques. And make you successful, kind of help you navigate around. You can kind of find some things, and make this journey and experience a lot more pleasurable. Anyway, thanks for coming on this journey with me. I hope you got a lot of value out of this, and see you in the next one.